Stop it. Stop it. Look, I get it. Kentucky's getting a little recognition out there. That's awesome. But it's way too early. And look, I'm not being negative. Nothing like that. I love my Wildcats. You guys know I do. But come on, it's too early. Let's pump our brakes. Kentucky, a number one seed for March in this early rankings. Look, Kentucky's getting some love out there. I'm feeling it. I'm glad that people are starting to recognize that Kentucky could possibly have that type of team that can work its way to a number one spot in March Madness. But hold on, did you hear the key word? Work its way. Now I get it. We're 10-1 right now. It should be 11-0, but it is what it is. We needed that loss to kind of ground us and keep us focused. But for the committee or for those guys to consider us as the number one seed, start out in Cleveland, then end up in out west playing, I'm not buying that just yet. And look, let me just tell you, some of you guys out there, and some of you guys out there gonna be like, yeah, man, Kentucky's not, Kentucky's got the love. Kentucky might be, they getting the love for number one seed in March Madness. That's fine. If that's what you feel and that makes you excited, I'm all for that. But to say right now we a Final Four team and we haven't even gotten into the gauntlet of the SEC play, no. Now look, I'm rooting for my Wildcats. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm happy as I don't know what. But I want to work our way to that. We are a mature team. We know that. We got mature players on our team. But let's be real. Let's pump the brakes just a little bit. It's just way too early for us. We still got stuff that we need to work on. Don't forget, we still got to play Auburn. We still got to play Tennessee. We still got to play Alabama. We still got to play Florida, which is what we start off the SEC play with. So for us to just come up and just automatically just say, hey, man, let's just go ahead and throw Kentucky as a number one, one of the four number one seeds for March. I'm not ready for that. I'm not buying it. And, there's a little bit of me when I see it, do I feel a little happy about it? I feel slightly happy only because we're getting some recognition. And people that started off the year before the year started had Kentucky is like, who? Kentucky who? Who do they got? They don't even got nobody. So for us to just be getting this type of recognition at this particular point, 11 games in, then I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the love we're getting. I'm okay that the net rankings and maybe a number one seed. What are we, number 4, number 5? I'm happy that we getting all that right there. But we still got so much basketball and so much to prove. Don't give me anything. I want to go earn it because I will appreciate it a whole lot more. And I feel like we do have the team that's capable of getting there. I feel like we have the team that has the players that can work their way up so they can be able to be a number one seed. But don't put me at a number one seed right now. I can't buy it. I can't buy that right now. You understand what I'm saying? Please don't write me and tell me that I'm stupid, that I don't know what I'm talking about. Because if you feel and you're happy with Kentucky getting, being considered as a number one seed, and it thrills you to death, by all means, enjoy the moment. I'm not parading on your what's name. This is just totally my thoughts on how I feel about being considered a number one seed in March right now at what, 10, 11 games in or whatever it is, 11 games in. That's fine. Thank you guys for that. But Kentucky still has a lot of stuff that we got to work on. And if we can work our way, look, let's tell you what, let's take this in increments, okay? Let's say our first 5 games in the SEC. Okay, first we got to get through Ohio State. Then we got to get through Brown. Then we got to go face, and then we got to face Florida. Tell you what, let's do this in a 5-game increment, okay? 5-game increment. Let me see if I can actually throw that up for a second. How can I throw that up? Let me see if I can put that up right. I wish I had, let me see. I can just do this right here. I should have had that up right now. But look, let's just do this let's just do this right here in a 5. Let me see this right here. Right here, go down here to these guys, come right here. Our next 5 games just gets Ohio State, Brown, Florida, Georgia 1. Ohio State, Brown, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi State. How about if we get up to Mississippi State and let's see where we at. If we can go, if we can find a way to be 5-0 after we play Mississippi State, we're cooking. We're doing some things. Now, that doesn't mean that's not going to get harder as the season goes. We still got a lot of games to go, but let's do this in like a 4 to 5 game increments, and then let's come back and let's revisit this after we done with the Mississippi State game. Ohio State, it's going to be a tough game. Brown, Florida, tremendously hard basketball game. That's going to be hard. Even though it's at home, Georgia, at Georgia. Georgia's playing basketball this year. And then we still got to go to Mississippi State. Look, man, this is hard. This is hard. For me personally, I'm going to do this in a 5 game increment. And after Mississippi State game, then I'll come back. I'll come back and I will review this and see if I have to eat my own words. But just to go out here and just start throwing us around as a number 1 seed, which is the ultimate goal. That's what we want. I'll be the first to tell you. If we can get to a number 1 seed, man, I'm gonna be excited about it. But I cringe, when somebody say, "Oh man, Kentucky's number 1," I'm saying they're gonna get a number 1. They're projected as a number 1 seed in March right now. I cringe. I don't take that easily. I don't just jump up and down and rule and have a party. I have a moment of pause because I don't get it and I don't like it. I know some people do, and that's fine and dandy. But I want us to go out there. Now, have we been doing good so far? Absolutely. Knocked off Duke, knocked off Gonzaga, beat Louisville like we were supposed to. Took an L against Clemson, which we should have won that ball game, but we fought in that game and all the way down to the last drop. We gave it everything we had. That lets me know that our guys ain't gonna go down without fighting. But it's still so much basketball to go. And just to sit around and just to think that, hey, we deserve to be a number 1 seed. No, we don't deserve to be anything right now. What we deserve to be is, let's see if we can go 5-0 in these next 5 ball games. Can we win these next 2 non-conference? Can we go 3-0 in the SEC? And can we start off with a bang? Because it's only going to get harder. So instead of looking down the road to March and seeing we're going to be number 1 seed, I'm not ready to go there yet. And, hey, right now, so you may ask the question, okay, so if I don't want us to be labeled as a number 1 seed, where do I want to be labeled at right now? Man, put us at a 3, maybe a 4 seed. Let us have something in the locker room to build on. Let us have that. You know what I'm saying? When we first started off the season, what was we doing? Oh, so you're going to disrespect us. So now we want to be the team who knocks off a 1, knocks off a 2, knocks off a 3. That's the kind of mentality that we want to have. We want to keep that same mentality going in for the rest of the season. And like I said, I'm going to do a 5 game session where I want to see where we at after each 5 games. And can we start the SEC play? Like I said, if we start SEC play off 3-0, I'm going to be very happy. Now, one of those games, 2 of those games is Georgia and Mississippi State. Those are difficult games. They're not going to be necessarily easy. So hopefully we can find a way to win those 2 as well. But we got Florida, and Florida just knocked off North Carolina. We are not out of the woods yet. We are not in a situation where people should be saying Kentucky deserves to be a number 1 seed right now. Pump the brakes. No. Don't you do it. Let's earn that number 1 seed. So when we get there, we know that we truly belong there and we can make some noise, because I feel like this is going to be a year that Coach Pope is going to find a way to get these guys past the first weekend. And I'm hoping, if anything, we make it past the Sweet 16. We do that, I think everyone in Big Blue Nation will be satisfied in year 1 with Coach Pope. But hey, we still got plenty of time to address this, and believe me, we will. But until next time, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I appreciate the love and support. And look out for the merch, because it's out there. Go Cats.